I dobrze, że w tamtym momencie przerwałam, bo okazało się, że znowu wideo miało 18 minut. I teraz widzę, o której zaczęłam, więc nie ma to jak rozpoczęcie odcinka od porozmawiania z tym gościem, który przynajmniej te nogi ma w miarę zgrabne.
Good afternoon and welcome to Consolidated Mining. If you are planning to stay in Cuadramante City, may I recommend the Consolidated Mining Experience, an interactive hands-on tour of one of our deepest mines, with talking tour guides available in 3 different languages.
A tour of a mine.
Well, this is a mining company. What else did you expect?
Pomijając fakt, że ostatnio w kopalni był wybuch, to nie wiem, czy bym chciała zwiedzać kopalni, w której dopiero co był wypadek. No, ale dobra.
Do you know anything about the eclipse that's due soon?
Me? No, senor.
Do you know where I could find Senor Karzak?
No, senor.
No, dużo mi pomogłeś.
How come you're not wearing
Dokładnie.
any pants?
I feel more alert without them. A kind of perky.
And your boss doesn't mind?
She suggested it.
Dobrze, że nie widzicie teraz mojego wyrazu twarzy. Idźmy stąd. Chyba, że jeszcze czegoś mam się dowiedzieć.
Are you looking forward to the eclipse of the sun?
Not especially. Are you?
I don't know. I've never seen one. All I know about eclipses is that you shouldn't try to view them with the naked eye.
Please. Go away and let me get on with my work.
Jeszcze nie.
Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
Can't you see I'm busy? If I don't finish this stock report, the boss will be mad as hell.
Dobra. Nie no, do 3 razy sztuka jest 3 pracowników, to wszystkich możemy przepytać.
Ever hear of a guy called Karzak?
No, sir.
Did you know there's an eclipse of the sun in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, Joe
O,
told me
w
about
końcu,
it. He's
pierwszy.
having a party and we're all invited. Me and the boys are dressing up as evil monks.
Yeah? Cool.
No, w końcu pierwszy człowiek, który się tym zainteresował.
Do you know anything about the eclipse?
Yes.
O,
I'm really
drugi
looking
człowiek.
forward to seeing it. I heard it's going to be pretty spectacular.
It's in a few weeks' time, isn't it?
9 days.
Thanks. Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
No.
No, bo czyli może powiedzieć, dowiedzieliśmy się tylko tyle, że 2 na 3 sekretarzy czeka na zaćmienie słońca i że wbrew pozorom nie jest one tak oddalone, jak myśleliśmy.
It was a store cupboard.
Której pewnie nie otworzymy, ale warto zaryzykować.
Keep out of there. That's where the explosives are stored.
Okej, brzmi bardzo kusząco.
Labano tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to the States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely? You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something?
No nie.
Would you like a biscuit?
Gourmet dog? Have you been eating those things, Georges?
Sure, they're great.
Kiedy on przestanie wszystkim wciskać ciasteczko dla psów? Ja nie wiem.
Guess what this is? Go on, guess.
It's wrought iron, probably from a chimney stack on an old stove.
Well, I suppose it could be.
Naprawdę, teraz
How
jest...
did she know that?
My grandfather used to work in a foundry.
A, fajnie wiedzieć. A do teraz się zastanawiam, do czego może nam się przydać stożek z komina. Pewnie będę zaskoczona. Tym bardziej ten robak. Nie wiem, będziemy łowić
Take a look at
ryby.
this, Nico.
That's disgusting, Georges. Why are you carrying it around with you?
Nie mam
I
pojęcia.
don't know. I just can't seem to part with it. Take a look at this.
An eclipse of the sun. Why the sudden interest in astronomy?
I found the cutting in Ubier's house.
Apparently, it's only visible from Central America.
Take a look at this.
Mon Dieu! Where did you get that kind of money?
It's not mine. I found that statement at Ubier's house. Do you have any theories about this stone?
I think that design represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
So, this is the sacred Chihuahua stone? Sheesh.
To było na bardzo niskim poziomie, George. Dobra, chyba zrobiliśmy to wszystko, co mogliśmy. Przynajmniej na razie. Tak, bo muszą wychodzić pojedynczo, no oczywiście. A, no faktycznie, no pisze. Korporacja kopalni Quaramonte. No bo czyli jeszcze jedno miejsce, tak myślę, w którym razie nie byliśmy, to komisariat policji, więc nie wiem po co bym chciała, nie wiem po co bym chciała tu wchodzić, ale zawsze warto się od policjantów czegoś dowiedzieć.
I have done just as I have been instructed, Professor.
Uśmiech?
With the mine closed down, there'll be no one around to observe your excavations. I have visitors.
Just remember what I told you, General. There's really no need to make a martyr out of that man.
Podejrzane. I to bardzo podejrzane.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, senor. Welcome to Quaramonte.
Thanks. My name's George Stobart from California.
Mówiłam, że jest. A, myślałam, że
But
jest z
what is
Kanady.
this? An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
O!
Pardon me, senorita, but I couldn't help myself.
Już się facet nie lubi.
Look, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
You've come to the right place, senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
Ten uśmiech jest tak piekielnie sztuczny. Po prostu mam ochotę walnąć go w te jego śnieżno-białe zęby. A tutaj na tej ikonie wygląda jak Joker z Batmana.
This is the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, senor. I am a man of many parts.
I can see that, général.
Dokładnie, na pewno jedną z tych prac jest reklama pasty do zębów.
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
No, I never heard of him.
Nie, w ogóle. Jasne.
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
Co chciałam powiedzieć? Wymigiwanie się takimi statystykami nie świadczy zbyt dobrze. Tym bardziej, że słyszeliśmy, że jest w zmowie z kimś, a ten ktoś, ale temu komuś zależy na tym, żeby tę kopalnię zamknąć, więc bardzo bym się nie dziwiła, gdyby on bądź któryś z jemu podwładnych miał związek z tamtym sabotażem.
Is it true there's a restriction on music in Quaramonte?
Yes, there is. An emergency measure introduced by Nuestra Señora.
Folk music is a link with the past for some of these people. Take away their musical roots and what do they got left?
Easy listening.
You think easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
W sumie, no tu ma argument, jeśli tak się trochę nad tym zastanowić.
Are there any ruins around the city?
Of course, senor. Quaramonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour. When he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Który pewnie nie skończy nigdy. Albo znając życie, jak nas tam wywiozą, to będzie to zaś sadzka i będą chcieli nas zabić.
Who was the guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Ubie.
Mówiłam!
A visitor, senor, like yourselves.
Did you say Ubie?
Si, senor. Professor Ubie, a French archaeologist.
Wygląda o wiele starzej niż na tym portrecie.
What's Ubie doing in Quaramonte?
Researching our rich and glorious past, senor. The professor is planning an expedition to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
Też zauważam, że facet trochę sobie zaprzecza. Bo z jednej strony zakazują wykonywania ludowej muzyki, a z drugiej bardzo cieszę się z tego, że ktoś przyjechał robić wykopaliska. Nie wiem, czy to tylko ja to odczytuję jako sprzeczność, czy to faktycznie jest bardzo duża sprzeczność. George, kiedy ty przestaniesz wciskać wszystkim psie ciastka? To się robi
Would you like a
męczące.
biscuit?
Are you trying to bribe me?
Well, every man has his price.
Mine is more than a dog cookie, senor Stobart.
Have you ever seen anything like this
Oj.
before?
A nie myślałam.
That's a native carving, isn't it? Where did you get it?
We picked it up in the market as a souvenir.
Jasne, chyba się naraziliśmy na niebezpieczeństwo. No robimy to cały czas, no ale teraz to już szczególnie. I czemu jest tu ta opcja?
What do you think of these panties, General?
Oh boy, fabuloso!
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Tarzak.
I told you, I never heard of the guy. Do I get the panties now? I told you all I know.
You told me nothing.
Facet! Ach, nie, dobra, jedźmy dalej.
Take a look at this label.
Si, senor. Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Ronaldo.
The lady at the mining company told us a ship belonging to Condor was here recently.
Conchita Garcia is crazy. If there had been a ship, do you think I wouldn't have noticed?
Na pewno coś o nich wiesz, ale to ukrywasz przed nami.
Are you sure you never heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Quaramonte City.
You are mistaken, senorita.
The musicians out in the square say that a ship flying the Condor flag was birthed here.
They are simple peasants. They will go along with anything you say in the hopes of parting you from your money.
Hej, jasne.
Condor is run by Karzak, isn't it?
Wrong again, senor. Karzak has nothing to do with anything called Condor. Whoever he is.
Do you keep a record of companies registered in Quaramonte?
Of course, senorita. Unfortunately, all the records were
jasne.
destroyed by a flash flood.
Już ci
Do
wierzę.
you know anything about the forthcoming eclipse, General?
Such things do not interest me, senor.
Oj, nie ufam ci, facet.
I'll be back. It was General Graciento, Quaramonte's reigning slime ball. A couple of special offer letters were strewn across the desk. I had no need for junk mail, especially someone else's. The television was showing what appeared to be a low-budget soap. A tall man with long blonde hair was shouting at a woman who was naked apart from a towel. I decided to leave the television switched on.
Mikrofonówka.
It was General It was a computer monitor with some kind of outdated game displayed on it.
Bez przesady. Chociaż faktycznie coś mi to wyglądało w stylu Atari, szczerze mówiąc.
I didn't have time to get sidetracked by playing computer games.
Jasne, tak się tłumaczy. Okej. Dobra, to teraz jeszcze... No widzę, że już mam 10 minut, więc jeszcze mogę porozmawiać z drugim człowiekiem.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
Hello, senor. How can I help you?
Are there any ancient pyramids near Quaramonte?
Si, senor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
That's perfect. Would you be willing to give a guided tour of the ruins?
I can't. The General would have a fit if I left all this paperwork.
No, co mówiłam?
Would you like a gourmet dog snack biscuit?
I would love one, senor. But I would have a problem with my teeth.
Toothache?
No, senor. If the General catches me eating on duty, he'll knock them out.
Okej.
You know anything about this eclipse?
No, senor. El General keeps me in the dark about most things.
Do you recognize this statue?
Tezcatlipoca, the night wind. Take it away, senor. That stone is cursed.
So long.
Dobra, to dużo się od niego nie dowiedzieliśmy.
A filing cabinet stood in the corner. The filing cabinet was probably locked.
No, prawdopodobnie.
I wasn't going to try investigating the passage while the General was sat there.
Senor. Leave that chart alone.
Ha,
It was the map the General hadn't wanted me to see.
zgadnijmy dlaczego. Dobra. Trochę się dowiedzieliśmy. No i zobaczyliśmy, że faktycznie ten cały profesor jest tutaj.
Why did you show him the stone?
I thought maybe he might know something about it.
Well, he does now, for sure. He knows we have it.
Dokładnie.
Did you notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes, it looked like a map to me, but I couldn't make out the details.
Whatever it was, the General didn't want us to see it.
No, dokładnie.
You came on a little strong with the General.
I was merely flattering his ego, George. Every man has his Achilles heel.
Maybe, but that guy's weakness isn't in his foot. That man we saw talking to the General was Ubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him, remember? The guy I called in Paris claimed to be Oublié, but he sounded nothing like the man in the police station. Maybe the professor really is innocent.
Nah, it's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Claramonte.
Dokładnie. Niech ja zobaczę, czy ja mogę opuścić. Aha. Cześć.
Professor Ubier?
Yes? Who are you?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
I thought that face was familiar. Remember me, George? Dwayne Henderson.
Hi, Dwayne. Just a moment. I have a few questions to ask the professor here.
No, nawet sporo.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Yes, I know him.
Wow.
In fact, if it wasn't for Kazakh, I wouldn't be here.
What?
He's financing my expedition.
Ciekawe.
Tell me about your wife, Professor.
Please, I don't want to talk about her.
Bo ją zabiłeś, czy ktoś ją zabił, a ty to ukrywasz? Znaczy, a ty ukrywasz tę osobę, która to zrobiła?
Maybe you don't, but I do. Why was she known as the Little Dachshund?
It was just a silly pet name I used to call her. Somehow some damned reporter found out.
Wolałam się zapytać, czy to ty ją zastrzeliłeś, ale widzę, że już nie
What
będę
do
miała
you
ochoty
know
powiedzieć.
about my girlfriend's abduction?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was invited to your mansion in Paris.
Not by me, she wasn't. I haven't been home for nearly 7 months.
Have you ever employed a Central American butler or servant?
I've never employed any kind of servant, monsieur.
Dziwne. No,
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thank you.
You should, they're good. I can't get enough of these things.
hej.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
Where did you get that?
That's my business.
How much do you want for it?
It's not for sale.
Podejrzane podejrzane do potęgi drugiej, to chciałam
Take a look at
powiedzieć.
this, Professor. What have you got to say about that?
Where did you get this?
Never mind that. How do you explain these withdrawals?
I left my financial affairs in the hands of my secretary.
Including the withdrawal of funds in cash from your personal account?
I trust Gwyneth implicitly.
And why Marseille? Why the very place my girlfriend was taken?
That's obvious, Stobart. We are both the victims of the same devious plot.
What plot?
I have no idea.
Albo on gra, albo faktycznie ktoś manipuluje tymi dwoma osobami.
Do you know anything about this eclipse, Professor?
Of course. It's not the reason I'm here in Quaramonte, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all the same.
What's your interest in the eclipse, Professor?
Oh, it's purely a layman's curiosity. History is my subject, not astronomy. But I've been fascinated by the movements of the heavenly bodies since I was a child. I wouldn't miss a total eclipse for the world.
Do you see this label?
Yes. It refers to a company named Condor. What of it?
I traced that company here, to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
Naprawdę? Wow. To coś nowego.
I have proof that you are directly involved with Condor.
I used them as shippers to transport artifacts to a gallery in Paris. Beyond that, I have no connection with the company, which, as I said, no longer exists.
Does the eclipse have some special significance for you?
For me? No. For the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale. The fifth is the final age, ending in the total destruction of the Earth.
Kiedy to było, że mówili, że ma być koniec świata 2 lata temu? Czyżby to oznaczało, że ta gra dzieje się w 2013, jeśli wtedy to było? Bo szczerze mówiąc nie pamiętam, na mnie to było po prostu wiedziałam, że się wtedy nic nie wydarzy, ale... Nieważne, nieważne.
Can you identify this statue, Professor?
Oh yes. Tezcatlipoca, the Lord of Darkness.
A Central American god, right?
A supreme deity. Tezcatlipoca means, literally, smoking mirror. There. You see the mirror shield in his left hand? The Mayans believed he could look into the mirror and see into the hearts of men. He was the wind which came howling in the night in search of victims. And victims they gave him by the thousand.
Human sacrifices?
Men, women, children, animals, anything that bled. The steps of his temple ran red with the blood of sacrifices. The Mayans have a legend that says he'll return one day. I hope I'm not around to see it.
Ja się zastanawiam, czy teraz pomyślałam o tym, jaki jest podtytuł tej części i czy ten jeśli w podtytule jest artefakt, którego mamy szukać, powiedzmy, z którym ma być związana ta cała część, to czy ona jednocześnie nie będzie właśnie związana z tym Bogiem? Chyba że podtytuł jest właśnie nie związany z artefaktem, tylko właśnie z tym Bogiem. No zobaczymy, ale mam wrażenie, że To, że ta statuetka została tam pozostawiona i że teraz on odgrywa taką rolę, to nie jest przypadek. I widzę, że nagrywam chyba już na tyle czasu, że warto zrobić przerwę.